we tired talking, we tired using it to talk. Let's pass a law. When we set our salary out in proportion 5,000 max, especially for lawmakers. If we pass that law and we live by it, 100 lawmakers from the Senate and the House will save the country $4 million US every year just by that courageous action. Every year. Then imagine if we cut our own salary for the country. That courage would not be difficult to find to cut the president's salary, to cut the vice president's salary.
Is that the next target?
We say public officials should not make anything more than 5,000. If we keep it, and some people say, oh, don't mind that Dillon man, he fake and this and that. Fine. Find majority lawmakers to fake like me. Let's agree to make 5,000 and see if the 4 million will save the country every year will be fake. If we put out 4 million in agriculture, in health, in education, or something tangible for the country, let's see if the dividend will be fake. Call all your lawmakers to fake like me only once. Let pass that law. Let me 5,000. $4 million generated or realized just from the Senate and from the legislature. Subsequently, we can go to the judiciary, we can go to the executive, we can now sit down and determine SOEs, any public entity enacted by law, created, established by the legislature should be able to determine their salary, especially the higher echelon of this institution. You know how many persons in public service, in government and public entities make far more money than lawmakers? I'm not doing this to get even at people. I'm doing this as a pay settler. Pay settler that we, the leaders who have the authority and the power by law, let's start. You see, the legislature, the executive finished cooking the food for the country for 2026. The executive has cooked the food for the country for 2026. That food is the draft. The legislature and they whole bowl here are called it one big bowl. The executive cooked the food, put it in one big bowl, and send it to our authority here that will bring all the other small bowls there and decide, okay, the other one have plenty, put it on the side. The other one have take this or put it, the one, we the ones supposed to determine what get in each bowl, then we give it back to the executive to go do the distribution. Then after that, then we must have the courage and the authority to say, we put 2 spoons in the other bowl. How can half spoon reach? That's our rule. But if we don't dig the food up properly and we don't have the courage to ask why we put 5 spoons in a bowl, only 3 spoons reach, the bowl always go unaccountable and understandably you can't blame the people. So again, when people thought that bill was dead, it's resurrected. Today you saw the sentiment and the emotion and the cross debates on the floor. It's coming back next week for determination. You are media people, but you are Liberians too. Each of you here, you have 2 senators and 1 representative. Once you are from a county, you have 2 senators. Once you are from a district, you have 1 representative. So each of you here you have 3 lawmakers. Each of you. Speak to your lawmakers. Also ask them too. You the media people, when you call us on the radio, I mean lawmakers, ask them, this Senator Dillon bill, what your position? What your position? How will you vote? Or will you support it? Will you put it on the floor? For me, I'm not arguing Mr. Perfect or Clean Guy because I am nowhere near that. But I cannot justify my high salary because people can come to my office to ask me for assistance. And in my view, I can't justify salary because people can go to my house or meet me in the street and ask me. You see, even if I was justifiably making 1 million, it is my good way to determine what I want to get some people my salary or not. But my salary should not be tied to humanitarian. Especially when I have the authority to adjust my salary so that I can go to other needs of the country where people will not be seen as begging. Then I can't justify that. We have to make the salary because the people can beg. That no. I don't want to make myself look like Mr. Perfect. But we can do it. It only takes grace and courage. And it takes your support too. That is why certain time I said, I'm tired of talking about that bill because you know, what happened in the Senate today? You will not hear on the media because they're not Dillon opposing that bill. If Dillon was the one cross the floor today opposing that bill, it would have been the news for 1 month. 2, civil society people watching. Some of them follow the deliberation today. Have you seen one civil society person or group can you say in support of that bill? No. Have you seen Citizens United for their own good? Can you say we support that bill? But every day there was citizens demonstrating here for who will be speaker, who will not be speaker. Some will go new speaker here, what did not benefit from? Why the people don't see the thing that's going to benefit them, their own interest, they don't fight for it. He said government fighting corruption. When LSCC invite one public official, you don't see government official carrying placard to LSCC against LSCC. The very citizens carry placard. Citizens United in defense of the person LSCC invited to investigate for corruption. You understand? So I'm not going to get tired. I'm going to keep pushing these things. But here, there are some things you can push alone and you get outcome. There are some things that require support. There are things that require your push too as well. Lastly, I listened to CMC political leader, my friend Musa Belete, on the Spoon Network sometime last week.